Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you don't know me, my name is Michelle. I'm a second year medical student now, and today I'll just be talking about some of the tips that can help you prepare for your online classes. If you do enjoy these kind of videos, you can like and subscribe to the channel. It will actually mean so much to me to have you on this journey together. So let's go. The first one is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically to know your date and time of your classes. This is just to help you to plan your timings earlier, to help you get up earlier, and just to help you be aware of when are your classes. The next tip I would say is to know what type of classes it is. So you can have a lecture, you can have tutorials, you can just have group discussions. So knowing what type of classes you have can help you prepare for it better. So if it's a lecture, I don't really need to prepare anything, but if it's a tutorial, I would probably just need to prepare a few things, which will be in one of my points later on that I'll explain more about it. The next tip will be to know what you'll be studying on that day. So example, it's Monday and you have anatomy. So it's pretty useful to know what you'll be studying during that class. So example, if you're studying the upper limb, so you know you'll be studying the upper limb and not something else, and it will help you better prepare for the discussion or tutorial so you don't get lost. Which brings me on to my next point, is to prepare early. I cannot stress how important this is. This really helps to make you feel less anxious and less worried once you have prepared early. And this can be pre-reading your materials, just double checking if you've done all the things that you needed. It might be practicing for a presentation for your next class. Just being prepared before you enter the class can really help you. The next tip would be prepare all the materials you need before class. And this can be like PowerPoint slides. You can either print them out, or if you have an iPad, you can just bring out the slides on the iPad so you can follow what's going on. Or if you're having a tutorial and you prefer to write things down, then get ready a pen and paper, just so that you're not distracted during that session and all your focus is on what the lecturer is going to say. I just personally prefer having things on my iPad because it's easier and everything I need is right there. Writing down notes during tutorials can help you focus your attention and probably retain some of the information that you've learned. This can also mean having a textbook with you while the lecture or the tutorial is going on, just so you can have a reference to what they're saying, which I find really helpful during anatomy. So when my anatomy tutorials are going on, I just have my Netter's Atlas with me just so I can see what they're talking about. The next one, and I think by now everyone would know this, is to have a good study spot. I know it can be really hard with everything being online and everyone at home, especially like if you have a big family. I know it can be really hard to find a good study spot, but find a study spot that makes you feel comfortable, where there's little to no distractions, just to help you focus more during the lectures or the tutorials. It's also really good if you're having a presentation that day and you find a really good quiet space so you're able to present and there are no noise disturbances. I find that having a really good study spot allows me to really concentrate better on the lectures. If I'm having people around me, I find it really hard to concentrate. Sometimes it's really hard because everyone's at home, so we just have to do the best we can. The last tip is to just have all the apps that you need. So this can be like Google Classroom, Google Meetings, Zoom, and have all the right IDs, so on that day you're not finding the ID and being late for class. Also, it's really important to know how to use them. For my university, they don't really use Google Classroom or Google Meets. We use Zoom. So it's really important to know how to use them because there are some features on Zoom that you might not know how to use, like sharing screen or annotating. So it's really helpful to just know what are the features on the apps, just very briefly to know how to use them when you actually need to. And please, if you're using Zoom like I am, please update it. There was once that, I kept putting off the update notifications, and then one day it did not let me log in and I was late for class, and that was just not good. So please update the apps that you need to use before class. It will save you so much of stress, okay? So those are my tips on how to better prepare for online classes. I know it can be really hard, but just preparing yourself before class starts can really help ease some of the stress, because we all know university work or life or just anything in general can be really stressful. Knowing how to prepare yourself can really help you. I hope this video has been useful to some of you, and if you're starting online classes soon, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. Just go in and do the best you can. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video on Sunday. Bye!